Hello guys and gals, Froggy here, and this is my Ames AMES 92 shovel trenching made in the USA Army issue device. And let's see, show you some of the markings on it. There you go. I hope that can come through. My camera doesn't focus very well up close. I have to get a better camera. Anyway, I've used it for many years. I've probably had it almost 20 years. And military surplus, bought it. The adjusting knob here is frozen. It's corroded or rusted to this tube here. And I've tried with some rust buster, WD-40 penetrating oil type liquids to get it loose, and I can't really get it loose. I got a good grip on it with channel locks and so on. So I'm going to put some heat to it. I will show you how I do that and see if I can get that thing to turn with some heat. So I've got a little, I think that's propane, little propane torch. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we got that lit, and I just put my shovel in a vise there, with the tip of it in a vise. So let's there. Don't need to use up. Whoop! Don't go away. Okay, I think that's all right. I've got some oil on this, so I might be burning off some oil here if it gets a little smoky. That penetrating oil will burn off. I don't think I'll burn the house down or anything. Now, this, I think this is I'm not sure. Might be steel and steel, or it might be aluminum and steel. I'm not sure what this combination of metals is. I've got a magnet. Maybe we'll test it afterwards. I just want to warm it up, and with the heat and the oil, cross your fingers, click your heels. Maybe we'll get this to turn. Now it should be lefty-loosey, because right now it is in the fold position, and when you twist it, you lengthen this whole thing. You know, this and this gets longer, and that locks it together. I'm not going to make it cherry red or anything like that. I'm not even sure if this gas burns that hot, but I wouldn't want to wrap my hand around it right now. Okay, let me get two hands here and just put that down, just point it in a safe direction, get my channel locks, and I'm going to take two hands here. Well, I'm not getting it to budge yet, so what I'm going to do is take this shovel end off here. There's a nut and a bolt, and clamp it in the vise a little bit harder. I don't want to bend up this shovel part. It's got a good shape to it. I just don't want to bend it. So a lot of this is aluminum. Some of it's steel. That little collar there is steel. That shaft is aluminum. That's aluminum. That's aluminum. That's a steel rivet there. That's aluminum. So it's mostly aluminum with just a couple of and this is steel. Steel. Okay? So now let me put this aluminum bit in the vise and we'll try turning again. Still a little warm. I would say there's a spring inside there too, because if I do this, it's springy. But I've got to get that gripped part and that tube part to part ways. Okay, so my vise has a little section down here for round objects, and then I put my really big channel locks on there, and now I got it to come loose. So now I'll just take that all the way off, clean it up. I don't know if I'm going to paint this or not. It's just a working tool. It's not like I'm restoring it or anything. And call it done. Anyway, there you go. I had that really, really wet with penetrating oil, but she just would not go. I think it was so tight up against this, righty-tighty, that it was kind of locked, almost like it was lock nutted in there. Anyway, let me put it back together, and then I will give you a little demo on how it works. All right, so back on the shovel, I have reassembled it, and I have determined which parts are aluminum and which parts are steel. How this steel collar is attached to this aluminum knurled grip part, I'm not sure. If anybody knows how that's attached, is it pressed together? Is it threaded? I'm not really sure. I would love to know. Anyway, I'm trying to decide whether to refinish this. This is going to be a working shovel. It's not going to be a museum piece. I was thinking I might just sharpen up these two edges, which are meant to be like for cutting roots or, knife-like, not like a real knife, but a knife edge. And this side is more like a saw edge. And so I think I'm going to do that. And then here I might just clean it up a little bit. It got nicked when I was trying to twist it loose. Okay? Okay, I use two hands when I'm grinding, but you never do grinding with one hand. And my preference is do not wear gloves, because you want to be able to control the piece of work that you're putting onto the wheel, and gloves kind of get in the way. Anyway, that one's really sharp right there. A little less so here. These are really not saw blades, but they're just, I don't know. I could sharpen them in to be more of a saw blade, but I've got saws. So anyway, that's how that came out. I'm happy with that. What to do with this handle? I'm going to take a piece of 215 sandpaper and just smooth off these little sharp edges that came from my channel locks. Well, that was pretty easy. Aluminum's pretty soft and responds to sanding. Don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to wrap this with some of that super tape that I like so much and call it good. I'm just going to put some of this grease on. This is the best brake grease that I've got. Put some there. I'm not going to waste any tape on this. I think it's grippy enough. Since I sanded it, took the shine off of it. and then not spend any more time on it. Just a little grease like that. It'll spread itself around when I screw that on there. Okay, that's it. Little dab of Loctite on there. I didn't put it too tight. I just want to be able to move it by hand. So we're done. Throw that shovel back in the gardening bucket and on to something else. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Ring the bell if you want notifications. Be safe, have fun. And by the way, since this was aluminum on aluminum, I don't think it was rusted or corroded. I think it was just jammed. It was jammed in a position so that just hand strength wasn't going to get it loose. I put it in the vise and I used big channel locks and got it loose. Okay, it did need some lubrication. See ya. Bye. Oh, what I'm going to do actually is take this out next time I go out on my mountain bike. And there's a couple of sections that would be really nice, but the ruts are too much for me anyway. I don't like those ruts, and I don't want to go over the handlebars anymore, and I have to. So I'm going to take the shovel out with me and groom them a little bit so that I can ride them and have some fun. That was why I cut this shovel out in the first place. Okay, bye.